Good afternoon. I'm Thomas Buchanan. This is TGIF. It's Friday, folks. It is maintenance week 26. It's day 5. I weighed in this morning at 214.2. So I'm bouncing between 210 and 214, give or take an ounce or two. Went to the good thing about going to a school of dentistry or a teaching school, teaching college, is they're 50 to 75% lower price wise than going to a normal dentist. The bad thing about going to a teaching college is they're slow as hell. I mean, I went on day 1 to have a panoramic picture taken of my teeth. I went this morning to have each individual tooth imaged, right? Now I've got to wait another couple weeks until they develop a plan, determine what it's going to cost me, and schedule me for the work. Right? I'm one of these people. Hell, take a picture. Tell me how much. Tell me what you're going to do and flip and do it. you know. So I'm still in pain on my top part of my mouth. I'm still a little puffy, not quite as puffy as I was, but it's like frickin' pull it, fill it, yank it, replace it, cap it, do something, but hell, do something. Don't just take pictures of my teeth. That just shows my impatience. And that's what I want to talk to you about today. You can't be impatient. You cannot be impatient with weight loss. Now, I say that and I chuckle because I had a viewer say, well, what happens if the first week of April comes and you have not reached 198? Oh, I've got the solution to that. I will reach 198 by the end of the first week in April, or you're going to see me flip from being on maintenance, and you're going to see me start a new water fast, because my all-time drop dead date for touching 198 is July 4th. And if I can't touch 198 during March or the first week in April, then I'll start a new water fast. So, it's just that doggone it, these teeth. Why my teeth chose this moment in time to go abscess on me. So I've got one or more abscess teeth that obviously have to get addressed. I've taken antibiotics, and you all know the routine. Every time I take a prescription drug, I gain 5 to 8 pounds, which I did. Now I'm slowly inching my way back down, but it set me back on my water fast for what, 3, 4, maybe even as long as 5 weeks. That is just so frickin' frustrating. And to the gentleman who also said, "Oh, you just seem to always have it together. Everything runs perfectly in your life. You never have any stresses. You never have any setbacks, Thomas." Like hell, we all have setbacks. We all have frustrations. You may have relationship frustrations. You may have job frustrations. You may have health frustrations. You may have Fill in the blank. Maybe your car is mechanically giving you problems. We all have frustrations. We all have stressors. And pardon the pun, but I can't stress this enough. It's how we deal with those stressors in life that determine whether we're fat or thin. You know, my old self would have said, oh, to hell with water fasting. I'm going to run down to the grocery store. I'm going to buy a party sized bag of Lay's potato chips and sit down and consume them. That's what my old self would have done. But not me, not my new self. I know better. I know that's no way to deal with stress. Eating is never a good way to deal with stress. And until you learn that, until I learn that, and I have for the most part, you're never going to lose weight and keep it off. Now, you could pop a pill, go buy Ozempic or go buy some of the other weight loss drugs. And if you're okay with popping a pill in your mouth every day for the rest of your life, not knowing what that drug is going to do to your body long term, then go do it. Blow off water fasting. I hear Oprah just said, to hell with Weight Watchers. Now, she used a little more tact than I would have, but she's like, no, I'm taking weight loss drugs. Well, she's got the money. And she obviously has bought into, if you pop a pill in your mouth because you're so weak, you can't understand how to eat, so you have to pop a pill in your mouth. I mean, I guess if it works for her, as frustrated as I am over my teeth issues, I'm going to give myself another 3, 4, 5 weeks until the end of the first week in April. And if I haven't touched 198, and I mean this sincerely, I've got to touch 198. That's my goal. And if I don't do it by the end of the first week in April, I'll start another water fast. I will make my July 4th goal. I will. And if it takes starting a new water fast to lose these last 10, 12, 15 pounds, that's what I'll do. I mean, I'm resolved to doing that. And so I hope for those of you that tune in occasionally to hear my rants, to listen to my struggles, I hope I inspire you to keep going. We've got several new people this week who have started a water fast. Welcome. I'm glad you've decided once and for all to lose weight. You can do it using the water fast method. It's not easy. It's not fun. As a matter of fact, it's very painful. For those of you who are coffee drinkers, your first week is going to be worse than hell. Your head will hurt like your brain was splitting apart. You're that addicted to caffeine. Now, a week later, you'll look back, 10 days later, you'll look back and you say, oh God, as hard as that was, I made it through it. As hard as that was, I'm doing better now. I'm feeling better now. I'm sleeping better now. So, yeah, I appreciate sharing my frustrations on this channel. I want you to see that life is no bed of roses. I want you to see that life is going to throw different things at you to try to slow you down or stop what you're doing or to get in your way. That's just life. It's how you react to those roadblocks. Are you going to react by eating food? Is that the way you're going to react? Because if it is, forget water fasting. But if you're going to learn how to manage your emotions, manage your expectations, if you're going to learn how to manage your weight loss, then you'll succeed. You will succeed. I can't stress that enough. Now, it's Friday. I'm at 214.2. My pain level in the top right side of my mouth is probably a 3 or 4 at this moment. My cheek right here is a little puffy. It's not nearly as bad as it used to. I'm going to try to tough it out and not even take aspirin and see if I can make it till I don't know, a week or another 2 weeks or maybe 3. I hope not 3 until I hear from the Texas A&M School of Dentistry as to what they want to do and what it's going to cost and how we can get it scheduled. But I've already told my wife if the infection rears its ugly head again, because I've taken the antibiotics, if I get as bad as I was, she's going to take me immediately to a hospital nearby who will operate on your teeth and get the problem resolved instead of waiting another 2, 3, 4 weeks on the School of Dentistry to come up with a plan and a pricing and schedule the work and blah, blah, blah. I mean, some things can't wait. It's just like you losing weight. It can't wait any longer. Lose the weight. I've got somebody on this channel that started a weight loss, a water fast at over 450 pounds. Okay, he can't afford another day. He needs to start, and he already has. He needs to join us on a water fast. I mean, he is doing marvelously. He was pretty grumpy for the first 2 weeks. I applaud all of you. I applaud those who are trying water fasting. I applaud those of you who've already lost your weight and now you're on maintenance. You're managing the range of what you weigh. You're fantastic. Keep it up. And somebody said, well, why don't you really push the like, subscribe, click the bell notification? Of course, I want you to like this channel, subscribe to it, click the bell notification. It would mean more to me personally if you would just send a link to my channel to your fat and obese friends so they can see someone succeeding. Now, this month, pretty much the entire month of February, I haven't really succeeded that much. I was on extremely high doses of antibiotics for little over a week, taking them 3 times a day to get the infection and to get the swelling down. So, I mean, the whole month of February just got blown out of the water, and it's nothing I did bad. It's just, again, life happens. Life throws little speed bumps in front of you, and you've got to deal with it. But people need to see me struggle. People need to see that life doesn't always go your way. People need to see someone who doesn't reach for a bag of potato chips or buys a box of a dozen donuts because I have stress in my life. That's what your friends need to see. I've lost, give or take a few pounds, 100 pounds. I mean, I could stop now and have succeeded in what I'm trying to do. But again, I'm truly shooting for a weight of 198. I've got my short-term goal of the end of the first week in April. I've got my longer-term goal to touch 198. If I don't touch it by April 6th, I want to definitely flip to start a water fast, and I'll reach it between April 6th and July 4th. I mean, that's my short-term goal, that's my long-term goal. Let's see how long it takes. You too should have goals. If you've recently started a water fast, you should have a goal weight that you're shooting for. And then once you reach that goal weight, I'll get with you about a range that you need to manage your weight in when you go back to eating real food. People ask me all the time, do you eat real food? I do. I'm on maintenance. Oh, I still have my 3 glasses of water. I've got one more glass of 8 to 12-ounce glasses of a glass of water left today to drink. But yes, I still drink my 3 glasses of water each day. This morning, I've had 2 pieces of homemade bread. And, I can't say enough. I've said this on my channel before, and it begs repeating. If you don't have a homemade bread machine, go buy one. Go to Facebook Marketplace, buy a used one. I mean, homemade bread tastes so much better than store-bought bread. Homemade bread is better for you than the bread that you buy at the grocery store with all of the preservatives and the chemicals they put in it. And if you don't believe me, go find somebody with a bread machine and ask them for a slice of bread, and lay a slice of homemade bread on a plate next to a slice of store-bought bread on a plate, and do nothing. Just watch it day after day. And after, I don't know, 4 or 5 days, let's say no longer than a week, I don't think it would take a week for this experiment, but 7 days later, go look at the bread on both plates. If you've done it correctly, the store-bought bread on the one plate should look absolutely like the day you bought it. And the homemade piece of bread on the other plate should be moldy and uh, because it has no preservatives, it's got no chemicals. Homemade bread generally will last a couple, 2, 3, maybe 4 days, and that's it. Homemade bread is better for you. So, for you folks on maintenance, I'm talking to you. Go buy a bread machine. I don't care what brand, what model. No, I don't have a link. I'm not getting paid by a bread machine to say this manufacturer. Uh, you, you pick the color, the the type of bread machine, but once you bake a loaf or two of bread and you consume that, you'll never go back to store-bought bread. I mean, there is that big of a difference. So that's my status. I went and had each individual tooth imaged today, this morning, and we'll see what the powers to be say. Hopefully, I can hold off and put up with the pain until they say this is what it's going to cost, this is how long it's going to take, this is the work you need. Would you like us to schedule it? Stay tuned. And yes, I will share the price of the dental work if you would like me to. Just let me know. I mean, I don't have $1 million. I try and watch my pennies wherever I can, but I, I'm I will certainly share that with you if you'd like. Make it a great weekend. I don't update my channel Saturday and Sunday. Get out and have some fun. Enjoy life. I don't care if you don't have any money. Enjoy life. You can go walk around the block. I don't know where you live, but in Texas, Saturday and Sunday, it's going to be in the high 70s. Certainly, you can go walk around the block once or twice. You don't have to spend money to have fun. You don't have to have money to have fun. Remember that. I'll see you on Monday. Take care. Be safe. Stay healthy. Be happy.